dear students. So let's continue our unit Wonders of the Sea. Let's start. Let's revise rules from last lesson. We use must and have to talk about things that are very important to do. And we use can't and don't to talk about things that we shouldn't do. Next. Now, open your notebooks, take your pen or pencils. Let's write some examples. Write sentences with phrases using have to, must, can't or don't. For example, we have to protect the sea. Or what we don't do, what we don't do, what we don't do. Yes, we can say don't run in the corridors or don't leave the rubbish on the ground. What we can't do. The same. We can't leave the rubbish on the ground or we can't run in the corridors. Let's see. Writing in your notebooks. Number 1, we have to protect the sea or we must protect the sea. Number 2, we can't leave the rubbish on the ground or don't leave the rubbish on the ground. 3, we must keep dolphins safe or we must keep the sea safe or we must keep the sea clean. 4, don't run in the corridor or we can't run in the corridor. Please write in your notebooks. Next, answer the questions. What do we have to do in school? What do we have to do in school? Your example. You tell me. What do we have to do in school? For example, we have to, or we have to put up our hands to talk. We have to put our hands up to talk. What can't we do in school? What can't we do in school? We can't run in the corridors. We can't run in the corridors. Next, or we can say, don't run in the corridors. Next, open your book, Our World Students book at page 95. Write in your book. Write in your book. Page 95. Page 95. Page 95. Activity 8. Now, write about rules at home and at school. For example, at home, I have to tidy my room every day. More examples. At home, I have to tidy my room every day. I must do homework. Writing in your books now. I must do homework. I have to make my bed. I have to help with the housework or I must help with the housework. I have to look after my brother or sister. This is about at home. What we have to do at home. You can write your examples. What do you have to do at home? What do you have to do at home? And now, next, at school. At school. At school, run in the corridors. We must or we have to run in the corridors. No, we can't, or I can't in the corridors, or I do homework. I have to, or I can't do homework at school. I can't do homework at school. I should do homework at home, right? I have to do homework at home, but I can't do homework at school. Put up your hands to talk. I have to put up my hand to talk. Throw the rubbish. Throw the rubbish. We can't throw the rubbish in school. We can't throw the rubbish. Listen to teacher. We must listen to teacher. We have to listen to teacher. Here you will write. Here you will write. At home, at school. You can write your examples also. At home, at school. Next, watch the video and repeat and do the quiz. First, let's watch a video. Let's watch a video.
Hello? Stop! Excuse me. Don't throw your rubbish into the sea. Why not? The sea is an important resource. We must look after the sea.
What do you mean?
Rubbish makes the beaches and the water dirty. Would you like to swim and play in dirty water?
No! Yuck! I wouldn't like to swim in dirty water.
Do you like eating fish?
Yes, I love eating fish.
So do I. Did you know that rubbish hurts fish and other sea creatures? They sometimes think the rubbish is food and eat it. Oh, that makes them unwell and can even kill them. If we don't look after the sea creatures could disappear.
That sounds terrible. I think I understand. If we want to play on the beach, swim and fish in clean water, we have to protect the sea. We can't throw rubbish into it.
That's right. The sea is one of our most important resources. We must keep pollution out of the sea.
Now, let's make a little quiz. Let's read and choose correct answer. We can't, must, have to have healthy plants and trees if we pollute our air. Your answer? We can't have healthy plants and trees if we pollute our air. Next, read. To protect the resources in the sea, we don't stop pollution. We can't stop pollution, or we must stop pollution. We must stop pollution. Next, to keep parks clean, we must clean up after a picnic. We can't clean up after a picnic, or we don't clean up after a picnic. To keep parks clean, we must clean up after a picnic. 4. We can't protect the sea, or our resources will disappear. We have to protect the sea, or our resources will disappear. Or we don't protect the sea, or our resources will disappear. Your answer? Think. We have to protect the sea. We have to protect the sea. Please, can't leave rubbish or food in the cafeteria. Please, don't leave rubbish or food please have to leave rubbish or food in the cafeteria? Your answer, please don't leave rubbish. Don't leave rubbish. Have to leave rubbish on the beach, can't leave rubbish on the beach, or don't leave rubbish on the beach. Your answer, yes, don't leave rubbish on the beach. Next, to save our trees, we don't protect the forest. We have to protect the forest, or we can't protect the forest. To save our trees, we have to protect the forests. We can't look after the earth and stop polluting it. We don't look after the earth. We must look after the earth. Your answer, we must look after the earth. Please don't leave rubbish in the mountains when you go hiking. Please can't leave rubbish in the mountains, or please have to leave rubbish in the mountains. Your answer, please don't leave rubbish in the mountains. And the last one, we have to throw bottles and cans into the sea and rivers. We can't throw bottles and cans into the sea and rivers. And we must throw bottles. What do you think? Your answer? We can't throw bottles and cans into the sea and rivers. Finishing this. Next, your homework. Look and write. Complete the sentences. Write the sentences. Use words from the box. What words in the box do we have? Fish, pick up, put, be, use, or swim. And here we have pictures to each sentence. Number 1, you can't swim. You can't swim on the beach, on this beach. 2, our bottles in a recycle bin. You should use we, have to, we must, or we don't, or you can't, or we can't. So, we can't, we have to put our bottles in a recycle bin. We have to put, or we must put our bottles in a recycle bin. 3, here the waves are dangerous. What is he doing? He is fishing, right? Our rubbish before we go. Your mobile phone here. What do you do here? This is a library. You should choose have to, must, don't, or can't, and choose a word from the box to complete this activity. And activity number 2, what about you? Write true sentences about you. For example, 1, I have to get up at 6 o'clock on weekends. 2, for example, you should use have to again. Have to, must, don't, and can't. This will be your homework. 2 activities, 1 and 2, and activity 8. Please complete this using these tips for you at home, at school, and complete this finish this activity. For now, that's all. See you soon. Take care.